Spheres in Minecraft, possible or not? I'm gonna push vanilla Minecraft to its limit to see if it's possible to make a real sphere in Minecraft. So last time we made this circle, and that video has absolutely blown up. Why not subscribe and keep it going? I asked you guys on Twitter what to do next, and the majority of you said a sphere. So what we did last time was we spawned an armor stand that spun in circles, and that armor stand spawned more armor stands below here with blocks on their heads. But what if I was the armor stand instead? We're gonna place down a repeating command block. Oh, what's happening? And we have this execute as ourselves, the closest player, at ourselves, anchored at our eyes so that it looks out of our head instead of our feet. And we run the command to summon an armor stand. This should theoretically be a pretty easy way to make a sphere. So I just look around. I mean, I feel like this is technically working. Let me turn this off. That's a pretty good first attempt. But of course, there's no way to make it like perfect, and you're definitely going to double up on some spots and have more armor stands than you need. It's just going to be really laggy. So here I moved the circle thing back over here. Whoops. I moved the circle thing back over here, and I got rid of the two extra ones because we only need one layer of armor stands. So inside of this command block, you see how we turn the armor stand horizontally? I say instead of just having him spin like this, we should have him spin and slowly go upwards as he spins like that. And then eventually over time, that should make the top half of a sphere. This right here is the horizontal turn. So for a vertical turn, let's do negative, probably just like 1. That might be too much. Let's do like 0.5 maybe. Try negative 0.5. Wanted to break this guy, and we'll turn this on. And that is actually doing what I thought it would, but a bit too quickly. What does this look like? I want to press this button. What does that do? That's pretty interesting. So this time, let's make it like 0.3. Let's do 0.1. This is probably fine. That seems like that might be a good amount, actually. All right, that's probably good enough. Let's stop this, break this guy. And this looks cool. Let's turn it, and they don't turn on the y-axis. Now, I could of course just call it a day and move on, but I think we can get it a little more smooth than that. So we'll want to execute this command as all entities of type armor stand within a distance of 10 is probably fine. We're going to run the command to mess with the data. We're going to merge our new data into the pre-existing entity of whatever armor stand it picks over here. And what we're going to change is we're going to change the pose of the head to be, this should be, let's try like 15 and then 0, 0. And 15 should be the axis we want. And if I did this correctly, they should all be looking down. Okay, if you can't tell, they're all like kind of sloped inwards like this. But you see, now the hard part is going to be to figure out how to get that to work at a different level for each one of these, because they all need to have their own specific rotation to look directly at this block. But then I thought of a pretty interesting way to get them to turn their heads, by making them copy my head. So apparently there's a bug in Minecraft to where you can't actually get it to work unless something about them has already been changed. So it looks like they are following my head, but still not the axis we want them to move on. I mean, this is pretty cool too, though. What all we have to do is change the parameters inside of these rotations right here. Now, me moving left or right makes them move up and down. And now me looking up and down should make them look up and down. And that's the thing we want to change. But the problem is getting them all to work separately and look at the correct direction. Ooh, this looks pretty cool. Look at that, it's like a little animation. Well, that's pretty neat. But actually, what if I combine the turning of these with our original idea? So this command block summons the armor stand about 3 blocks in front of where we're looking. This one just edits it very slightly so that we can even run the command because of the bug. This one copies our vertical head rotation to the armor stand, and then this one gets rid of the tag so that it doesn't do as much math. So let's go up here and let's try it out. It's a bit odd, for sure. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. It's kind of fun to color with, though. You know, it's not actually that bad. It actually, oh yeah, it is working right. Okay, it just looked weird from in there. That is correct. So technically this is a way you could do it, I guess. But they're not turning, they're only turning on that direction. Okay, added another command block in the middle that rotates them towards us. So then let's actually kill all these, and now they should remain. Nope, still diagonal. All right, so I don't know what I was doing wrong with this rotation one, but I literally just copied it from that command block. So let's give it a test. And we should... Okay, yeah, they are rotating. Okay, I guess I just typoed something. I don't know, they're like rotating a little bit late. It's weird, but I mean, I guess I can draw a sphere like this. Started lagging severely, and I had to kill some for performance. But this isn't exactly as smooth as I thought it would be. What if we go back to this one? Let me get rid of the old entities. What if we just change this to a very small number, a tenth the size, and we run it like this, and then there's just so many armor stands that you can't even see the gaps in between. Let's see how that works out. All right, so I'm currently on 6 FPS. That was a bit too many, I think. Okay, so I changed a little bit. We're down to like 20 FPS, but maybe this will look a little bit better if I flick this. That is marginally better, yes. This thing is just way too laggy though. But you know, maybe armor stands just weren't the way to go. So I tried minecarts. I am now summoning a minecart with an offset block like this, and then I want to have a scoreboard that spins it in a circle, except I want to spin the minecart this way instead of the way it's going. And the reason I want to do that is because if I can make a bunch of vertical circles, I can just slowly spin them and make very nice spheres. Oh, stop doing it. What happened? A second ago, it was like dipping back. Oh, the second I started recording, it stopped. Oh. There you go. You see, it did it a second. Why is this so unreliable? What's happening? If I flick this, make it a little bit higher. See, it dipped back a second. What? So if I can't get this to work, I'm gonna have to try something a little more manual, but I'm still gonna try to automate it. So what we can do is hard code it, and so we have all these individual command blocks that make this full circle, except we need this many more times, all slightly turned horizontally to make a full sphere out of this. And plus, if you manage to touch this, whoa. I tried to automate it so that whenever this happens, you can just turn it by a few degrees, but as you can see here, they all just kind of collect together, and you can't just change one rotation without changing all of them. So it's sadly looking like the only way to make a good sphere in Minecraft that's not super blocky like this one over here is to hard code the entire thing yourself. Well, I did that. I sure did do that. And if we press this button, we now suddenly have a sphere in Minecraft. But the coolest part is if you go inside, you get the disco ball of minecarts. But there's only one thing left to do. Push the disco ball and crash the world for eternity. Oh. It just kind of turned into a school bus. Beep beep. But there is one thing no one suspected, and that's that I would turn the world into a sphere. All I'm gonna say is my next video is gonna be a little revolutionary, so you might want to subscribe. Why don't you check out this video on how you use chests wrong in Minecraft? And trust me, you do.